I live in a small city in the middle of nowhere, and I heard that there was a competition to make a video about GO-JEK. We don't have GO-JEK in our city, so I decided to travel to Balikpapan to learn firsthand what is GO-JEK. This is my experience. GO-JEK. Everywhere you look, there's advertisements for GO-JEK. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, on the side. Oh. But what is GO-JEK? GO-JEK is an online taxi service. The two main companies that provide this online taxi service in Indonesia are Grab Taxi and GO-JEK. Both of these take inspiration from the very successful pioneer of online taxi, Uber. Uber is an online taxi service, so it's like normal taxi, but online. Basically, when you need to go somewhere, you can use your Uber app to request a ride. An Uber driver will then receive your request on their app and they'll come pick you up from your GPS location. GO-JEK is basically the same thing as Uber, except instead of cars, they use motorbikes. So people can request rides and an ojek will come pick them up. I've never actually used GO-JEK before, so I just downloaded the application and I'm gonna go see how it works. Right now, I'm in front of my hotel and I want to go to Monpera. This was the first time I used the GO-JEK app, and at first I was confused, but then I realized I had to make an account first. After I did that, it was smooth sailing from then on. Iya, di depannya ya, Pak? Oke, ya, terima kasih. Wow, that was very quick. I got a call immediately. Now I'm just waiting for the guy to come. Let's see how long it takes. Is that him? I think that's him. Bapak?
Gojek tadi kan?
Iya.
Agung ya?
Iya, saya Pak.
Masih nggak boleh bukan pagi.
So that was my first experience using GO-JEK, and I have to say, that was awesome. I got a call from the driver and he just asked me where my location is, and I said in front of the hotel. And then a few seconds later, not even 1 minute later, I see him driving up the front of the hotel, and I was like, what? How fast? I just called you, you're right there! And the price was only 15,000 rupiah. Now I'm gonna try the conventional taxi, and then we'll see how GO-JEK and the conventional taxi compares. Panas ya.
Sebentar dulu. Dia itu kadang bingung dia itu.
Berapa tadi, Pak? 50? 50.
Iya.
Same place, same destination, and the price is 50,000. Wow. Because the price for the taxi was so high, I decided to go home by angkot to save money. Ke Hotel Batera, Pak. I went by angkot, but he couldn't take me all the way, so he stopped me off at the nearest place. Oh my god. I understand now why people use GO-JEK. It's so much cheaper and fast. The price difference between the conventional taxi and GO-JEK is very high. GO-JEK was only 15,000 rupiah. For the conventional taxi, it was 50,000 rupiah. That's 35,000 difference. With the conventional taxi, I didn't know how much I had to pay until I got to the destination. But with GO-JEK, I knew how much I was gonna pay right from the very beginning because it told me in the screen. It said so right on the screen, 15,000 rupiah. This transparent pricing, it makes it understandable why many people choose to use GO-JEK. After that, I got thirsty, so I decided to use GO-JEK's GoFood service to get a drink.
Halo,
Hello, Pak?
iya, saya dari GO-JEK, Pak.
Iya, Pak?
Pesanannya seperti yang di aplikasi ya, Pak ya, Pizza Hut, Pak ya.
Iya, mocha float.
Mau kapal saya satu ya.
Iya, Pak. I love how quick it is. That wasn't even 1 minute and we got a call. Brilliant. So fast. Halo? Ada, Pak? Ada lobby? Oke, ya. Makasih, Pak. Iya, Pak. Ya. It's here!
Harganya 28 sama ongkosnya 15, jadi 43.
Look at this! Awesome! There we go. Seriously? There we go. You see, it's this type of innovation that attracts customers. You must innovate to stay relevant, and conventional taxis have failed to do so. See, this is why we rarely use radios anymore, because a new innovation was invented: the television. The same can be said for conventional taxis. If conventional taxis do not adapt to meet the demands of customers, they will eventually be replaced by new innovative companies like GO-JEK. So it looks like online taxis are the best solution for transportation. But with the rise of online taxis, conventional taxis may fall. And this is where the chaos begins.
Jadi antara struktur angkutan umum yang berunjuk rasa dengan para pengunjuk rasa.
Instead of a healthy competition, people have chosen to physically attack members of either parties. Which to me, this shows how unprepared we are to join the Asian economic community. If we become violent over local competitions, how chaotic will things become when the competition grows worldwide?
Pulang aja, nggak usah demo itu. Tidak ada manfaatnya. Itu yang disampaikan. GO-JEK tidak boleh untuk berjalan.
The old conventional taxis claiming companies like GO-JEK are stealing income and taking away customers from them. But I believe the problem here is not with new companies like GO-JEK, but with the conventional taxis. It's outdated. Quite frankly, it's very inefficient and usually very expensive. I think conventional taxis are afraid of online taxis simply because online taxis are better. Online taxis are much cheaper, much more reliable, and much more efficient. Before online taxis, people had no other choice but to use conventional taxis. The only other options were not very good, like angkot or becak. This allowed conventional taxis to implement a higher price because they know there's no other option. They manipulate the prices higher and they use excuses like taxes, laws, and gas prices to justify this high price. But now, because of online taxis, people can now see how much they were being exploited. People now have an option that's much cheaper and transparent. I believe that the laws for public transportation must be revised to meet the standards of our modern civilization to allow for companies like GO-JEK to run their businesses legally. In addition to revision, I also think that new laws pertaining to taxes for online taxi services should also be implemented. For now, there's no clear solution. There's no good guys or bad guys, just people trying to keep their jobs. GO-JEK is providing lots of new jobs for the people of Indonesia. The demand for GO-JEK is rising, and with that opens job opportunities. But with the growth of online taxi, many people who work for conventional taxi services may lose their jobs. Banning GO-JEK would be like banning development. We cannot take steps backwards, we must advance further. But how do we prevent people from losing jobs on the way? While GO-JEK may not be perfect, I think it's a step in the right direction for the future of public transportation. GO-JEK, made in Indonesia for Indonesia. The things that are most recognizable from Indonesia are its cultures, food, and unique forms of transportation, like the becak, the delman, the bemo, the angkot, the bajak, the ojek, and now, GO-JEK. Efficiency, transparency, fair pricing, great service, innovations, these are just some of the reasons why Indonesia chooses GO-JEK. GO-JEK, more than transportation.